Right, and we're back. ESQ-Astro sauce in full effect. And this is today's collective reading. Again, we do a classic Egyptian pyramid build up here. I will do things a little different today with Sunday's build. I'm going to build up the first 7 cards, and then we'll stop and analyze that 7-day spread. And then I'll add on the last 2 layers or the last 3 layers to come to a conclusion with the reading for today. Okay. I don't know if anybody saw Friday's reading with the predictive weekend cards, but I think things are definitely playing out in that direct way that they came out. So if you did see that and you identify, resonate with today's reading, leave a comment, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and then go ahead and let everybody know by sharing the video. Okay. Calling the Most High, ancestors, and my spirit guides with mind, body, and soul. We lead with the first card, which is the Hangman upright. Second card is going to be the Hermit upright. Third card is Judgment in reverse. Fourth card is World upright. Fifth card is Justice in reverse. The sixth card coming out is the Lovers in reverse. And then the final 7-day card coming out upright is the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. So pretty much dominant uprights for the week. Okay. Monday with the Hangman coming out. Okay. I would definitely say somebody's going to find themselves in a position of having to plan, plot, strategize, maybe make a heavy decision based on some information that comes in. Yeah, this could be from a place of content. It actually can be from a place of being stuck with what to do. And I think that's why the Hermit card comes out next. May have to go internal for counsel, maybe have to reach out to someone else for counsel. But being the Hermit is what's going to actually put you in that place to reverse judgment on Wednesday. Okay. And I believe this is when the decision has to be made. On Wednesday when that reverse judgment comes out, because again, it may be something that you're thinking about in a stuck position, and with the proper meditation, analyzation and reasoning with the situation, you may be able to come to a better judgment that turns you around from where you may be thinking now. And then I would say by Thursday, the world is coming into play. Okay. To where with the world card upright always means change is coming in. Could even mean that some travel plans start to come together, or even maybe some short-term travel comes into play. Okay. Now with the Justice card coming in reverse after we get Judgment in reverse. Okay. Yeah, I believe something's turning around for somebody, maybe in a situation where things may have been prejudged wrong or misjudged in the past, and now that judgment is turning around for change, for again justice to come in. Now, being that justice is in the reverse and judgment coming out, again, this could have something to do with somebody dealing with a court case, some type of legal matter, some type of matter at work that has to do with something legal or some suspension or something like that. This could also be, again, with the Lovers coming out in reverse next. Definitely could be a past relationship that's again turning itself around, or maybe a relationship that wasn't doing so well turning itself around to do better, especially with the Wheel of Fortune coming out by Friday. Okay. So definitely looks like an interesting week ahead. I'm going to keep building up the read so we can get to the conclusion. And the next card, yep, after the Wheel of Fortune, you get the Sun card coming right out straight up. So you guys saw me shuffle the cards. So again, no trickery here to have any type of prosperity read. But this definitely looks like a prosperity reading here. And it could even be, again, opening up to a spiritual abundance, which is present through this particular reading as well as other readings that have preceded this. So next card coming out after the Sun, yep, Strength card. Somebody's stepping back into their power. Somebody's definitely, again, like I've been saying all week, on the right path to correct something that was either a misjudgment against them or a misjudgment they may have made by prejudging a situation, and then things just come in full circle and revealing themselves. But this is ultimately empowering this individual. Whoever the Hangman is the one, again, that's leading the reading. But heavy divine, masculine and feminine, I would say more of a balance here in the reading. But again, with the last three cards coming out upright, the will, sun, and strength, yeah, this is an empowering moment or an empowering week for someone to step back into their power. Again, you may obtain some type of position of power this week. You may be asked to step into a position of power that helps another gain focus. Because again, with the Lover's card in reverse and then the Wheel of Fortune coming next, there is a choice being made that's affecting that Wheel of Fortune. Okay, and then the Sun and then the Strength. So I would definitely say it's heavily supported, heavily protected, just like the reading yesterday was saying. Whatever you're doing to move forward and make changes is protected. So be brave, take those chances. Be the fool that wants to become the wise man. Last card coming out up top. Yep, Temperance upright. Yep. So somebody's definitely stepping back into balance. Again, this is more of a upright reading than reversal. Okay. Matter of fact, since we got the Lovers in reverse, we haven't gotten any other reverse cards. So definitely a choice that's affecting somebody getting back on their hierarchy and again being on stable ground to balance the waters. Okay. And temper the situation in a way that I would say suits all parties involved. Okay, this person looks like they're in a position where they're being kind of honest with themselves to make the best choice that again trickles down in a way that it affects everyone in a good way. Okay, so with that being said, going to the bottom of the deck, the Moon card in reverse. Okay, so again, with Moon card in reverse, this could be secrets being revealed. This could be heavy emotion with this turnaround of justice and judgment. Um, and again, it could be, ultimately, because I do see a lot of singularity in here, as well as, again, with the couple thing, this could be a change of heart, like I was saying in another reading. Somebody's having a change of heart and they're making the steps to, correct that. Whether it's being honest with the person that they've changed their heart on or the person that they've changed their heart to. There definitely could be that type of transmuting energy, in the reading to be seen as well. So I'll do the daily overlook with the short. That way you guys can interpret the reading for yourself. Again, I just ask that you guys use me as a guide, okay? But you still have to rely on your own interpretation. Whether you see something deeper than what I'm going into or whether you see something different, that's totally up to your interpretation. And I'd rather you rely on your interpretation to lead you the right way than to rely on my interpretation that doesn't match up. So again, I believe if you're here, something should resonate. If it doesn't, share it with somebody who it may resonate with. And yeah, go ahead, like and share the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I appreciate all patronage. I will be coming with some other products and services soon, so you guys keep your eyes peeled as ESQ-Astro is on the rise. With today's numerology, we under the 23rd, so just a 5-character day. Okay, so the 5 again is 5 fingers to make a fist. So the number 5 is about power. Okay, but just know that with power, the balance is weakness. So we always want to make sure that we are using our power correctly. Okay, because 5 can also be that number of the bull. Being very bullheaded, being very tough. But sometimes we don't have to know when to relax so that we can again enjoy this world in harmony with the other beings and people that are. Okay, so the number 5 is the 23, the 2 and the 3 put together. 5 also is going to be a heavy representation of what we call refinement. 5 is that element or number that you need to get past the complete square of 4, the 4-sided mechanism. So when we get to 5, we start to get to a refinement, okay, where we've added that 1 in front of that 4, okay, to again get that completeness. So this will be the 4, and then you add that thumb. That's how your hand is powerful. Your hand's nothing without the thumb. So 5 is like adding that extra, backyard space to the house, which the number 4 will represent the house. And then number 5 will represent that extension from the house, which would be the backyard. So it gives us more space to do things. 5 is also the 5th house, which would be Leo. And that definitely coincides with our luck, the firstborn child, and a lot of other things that I could get into numerically. So, yeah, just know we will have some numerology intertwined now that I am doing things based on the date. And again, whenever this video finds you, it's the right time. So even though they may be dated, whenever you hear the message, hopefully there's something there for you that resonates, and you can, get a clear picture of what you're trying to understand. All right. So, first card coming out to clarify. Yeah, the healing card in reverse. Okay. So yeah, this could be healing for somebody, especially with the few reversals that are there. Okay, I would say a judgment, the lovers, which is a relationship, and then the justice card also in reverse. But then we got the moon card coming out at the bottom of the deck to clarify reverse too. So, this could be a dark secret coming out that sways somebody's judgment as well. Okay. Healing in reverse. Um, what's the opposite of healing? Hurting. Okay. So, this could be a hurtful situation. I'm even seeing something play out where, somebody gets a windfall or something after a decision that they've made, and things just start to turn to the right way. And even though you may be in a position where this may be hurtful, because it's looking like there's maybe some type of deception being revealed as well, but you could be hurting. To turn things around, this may be the aspect of you healing, but from a different perspective than you got hurt in. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Bottom of the deck for us over here, is the devastation card in reverse. Okay, so yeah, with the last 3 cards coming out, both clarifiers and the bottom of the deck of the other one, definitely keeps us in the upright for the dominance in the reading. But I would say, again, this could be a hurting. The opposite of devastation would be fulfillment. So devastation in reverse, this could cause one of those particular situations where something's got to go for you to grow. And I believe that's the decision that has to be made. And again, judgment and justice aren't coming out in the reverse for no reason. Justice in reverse clarifying the hangman upright as well as the hermit. So something's transmuting between this person who's had to, again, wear many different faces in different situations, to not totally expose themselves in a way of revealing their magic or revealing everything they know, which again could be this moon in reverse, where there's some things in the darkness that will be brought to light, because again, it's matching up almost with the sun upright. Okay, so we just came out of the new moon last week, and then by the end of this week we'll be having that full moon in Sagittarius. So again, when the moon is full, it's opposite of the sun. So this could be something that's going to be revealed by the full moon, something that may take place by this full moon. So just keep that in mind. The energies are going to be heavy around this full moon, because it's going to be asking you pretty much, what do you really want? Are you ready to expand? Because whether you're ready or not, things are going to start moving in that direction come June, just based upon the sun cycle we're going into, as well as we're getting closer to the summer solstice, which reveals all. So that's why this is a good time to be making sure you're on top of your health, making sure you're on top of completing certain things. Again, certain windows are closing right at the end of this month, going into the top of next month, and you won't have these opportunities that you may have access to within the next week. So just keep that in mind. Start the week strong. Even though the hangman is the first card of the week, I think it's just going to be some information coming in that you have to maybe take a couple of or a few days to deliberate and figure it out. make that change by Thursday or decision by Thursday. And that's where we're going to see justice flip around, as well as that choice uh, come into play to whether it's going to be the right choice or not. But with the wheel coming right after, I definitely say it's the right choice. Sun card coming right after the wheel, it's the right choice that leads to more than what you can kind of expect. The light will be shed on certain things. And again, with the strength card coming after that, it's only empowering you. Okay. So making the right choice is definitely going to empower you and put you back in your strength, which is ultimately going to temper you by, I would say week's end, going into early next week, you should be standing on some solid ground to know what's doable and what's not, and able to balance things out in a better manner. Again, with the moon card coming out in reverse, I would say something by the full moon is definitely going to be revealed. So keep your eyes and ears open for that. And then with the healing card coming out in reverse, maybe hurting information that comes, maybe something revealed that, again, is, either devastating or is fulfilling in a way because now you can free yourself and move forward. Okay. It could even be not really in a space of hurting, okay, but could be healing you in a way that, again, is from a different perspective, which is causing that fulfillment, because devastation in reverse is only saying that. So I'm going to leave the reading there. I kind of want to look under a couple cards on screen, but I'm going to probably do it off screen and just get you guys the overview. Don't want to confuse things or go too far into things. But yeah, I think the reading's pretty plain and simple. Again, first 7 days of the weeks set out through the first seven cards. And then those last three cards are just the overall energy for the day's reading. So you guys tune in, tune up, you know what I mean? And when you want the truth, where do you go? You go to ESQ-Astro. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Again, like, share, subscribe, comment if the reading resonates or you have something specific that you just want me to know about the reading or how I do here on ESQ Astro. We thank y'all for tuning in. Peace.